Breaking Chains and Advancing Increased School of Arts was founded by Angelique Rocky. Our agenda for today is, first we'll do the introductions, our problem, solution, what our goals are, our outcomes, our timeline, and our questions. I would like to introduce our team members, Christy, Katie, Thomas, and Keith. Breaking Chains, Advancing Increased School of Arts was founded by Angelique Rocky. In 2012, the program started as a dance studio and has evolved. Currently, teachers and coaches teach visual arts, martial arts, and performing arts. BCAI has partnered with MCLP, and we've learned so much about this creative group. BCAI is a place to express. Their passion is using the arts and cultural experiences as a way to heal and grow emotionally. BCAI has strong community involvement. Some of their community involvements are For a Better Tomorrow, Not in Our Town, Keeping Families Together, NAACP, the Cultural Fest, Connections Latinas. Also, I wanted to mention a couple of their core programs. Some of their core programs are Combat Martial Arts, Hip Hop 1 and 2, Master Deviation Technique classes, Street Funk Break Team, Step In Performance Team, Cultural Dance, Adult Dance, and Hands Back. BCAI is benefiting our community much by giving families a platform to eliminate self-doubt, discrimination, and break destructive cycles through the expression of dance. Next, I will hand it over to Christy, who will talk about our problems.
Hi. When anyone walks through the doors of BCAI, they are sure to be changed. It's an amazing place. It is not something that is staffed by a lot of people. They're very passionate individuals. As Regina said, their goal is to eliminate self-doubt and discrimination with the individuals they work with. This is a lofty goal. And their staff, volunteers, and their board members are stretched thin. Their strength and their goals are to help individuals evolve, to help them gain momentum, strengthen, and become more aware of themselves as individuals. In order to allow their staff to focus on these strategic initiatives, BCAI needs help defining their organizational structure, obtaining additional support, and creating processes and documentation. Katie's going to talk about the solution that we're going to work with on BCAI.
Thank you, Christy. We decided as a team that BCAI would benefit from a comprehensive business plan that will have several functions or sections. It will define organizational structure and areas of responsibility. The business plan will lay out how we plan to assist in establishing partnership with registered student organizations, RSOs at ISU. We will create a volunteer manual that will identify processes and documents to ease the transition from staff to staff, volunteer to volunteer, or in time of turnover. The business plan will have forms, graphs, templates. The business plan will also identify processes that are needed and create a documentation library. Lastly, we will lay out key performance indicators, KPIs, to track success. We feel as a team helping them in this aspect will allow them more time to focus on their strengths and the strategic efforts of the organization and help create better partnerships in the community. Next, Thomas will talk about our goals and next steps.
Thank you, Katie. So on goals and next steps, we are examining the organization and mapping out the functional organization. We are examining areas that may benefit from additional support and defining the roles that are needed. We are searching and will be meeting with registered organizations to find supporting partners based on the support needed who is well matched with BCAI's values. Support roles will be given to the registered student organization's partners for recruitment. We will work with BCAI's staff, RSOs, and existing volunteers and utilize any current BCAI volunteer documentation to assemble a volunteer handbook. We are examining current processes and documentation to create a documentation library. The library will be used for reusing forms, templates, documentation processes, archiving graphics, and event documentation. We'll also be identifying key performance indicators and establishing a tracking schedule for their matrix. On outcomes and performance measures, the business plan will give BCAI guidance to create positive outcomes and increase performance that can be measured by the staff having more time to focus on their strengths and organizational development. Better support from volunteers through documentation on fundraising events, grant research and proposals, marketing online presence, bookkeeping and accounting, higher volunteer satisfaction through surveys, and we'll be also looking at the baseline metrics to measure performance. And next, Keith will be going over our timeline.
Thank you, Thomas. Who's got the clicker? All right, thank you. I have an awesome team, by the way. So when MCLP put the sorting hats on us and put us together back in September, we immediately went down to BCAI, met with the team there, and started learning about them. It took us about 2 months to get to the point where we had a business plan. So we stepped up, here we go, we've got this, and they liked it. So we went forward from there, once that was accepted, and immediately started working on our communication plan. In December, what we started doing was taking a look at the organization within BCAI. How are they built? How do they want to be built? And how should they be built for the future? In January, what we'll do is we'll dive deeper into the support areas and start looking at the different roles and functions that the volunteers are needed within the organization and start to find those. After that, in February, we're going to partner with the registered student organizations and fill those positions that we've identified where BCAI needs help. In addition to that, what we'll put together is the volunteer handbook. That should be delivered in February. That'll help the volunteers on board and off board. And secondly, we've got the directory with all the forms and reasonable processes that'll help them smooth into transition. Finally, in March, we're going to finish this out with some KPIs that's going to help BCAI manage their business moving forward. So hopefully everything that we've done, they'll have the tools and process to grow their organization. So none of this would be possible without the help of 3 really strong, beautiful women. We've got Joy Winnell. She's our MCLP advisor. She answers all of our MCLP questions that we have. Barbara Little is our liaison. She's on the board of directors for BCAI, and she's our go-to for a lot of questions, so she answers a lot of emails for us. Finally is Angelique Rocky, and she's a phenomenal person. If you ever get a chance to talk to her, she's got so much energy and so much power. You can understand why this organization's been going on as long as it has. So at this point, you are allowed to take out your phone. I'm joking. Please, we have flyers. We have flyers. All the information's out here. They're online, BCAIarts.org. You can take a look at volunteer opportunities there. If you don't have time to volunteer there, please go to Facebook and like them on Facebook, or on Instagram, follow them on Instagram, like, share, do all that, get the name out for there. They're a really, really good organization. Finally, I want to thank everybody here. We have an awesome team, awesome organization. I'm happy to do it. Right now, we'll take any questions that you have on BCAI or MCLP or...
So you said earlier that the staff expansion. How many people on staff and volunteers and how many people do they serve?
over there, her, but, the board, I think it's five, I was thinking 5'6", she is five. Students, I think they're currently around 50, 60, is that right?
30, 40.
30, 40. I think at first they were up at 60 at one point, and now they've reduced down. Yes?
Where is BCAI located?
It's located in the Creativity Center on, I believe, Locust, downtown Bloomington. Sorry, the question was where was it located? Yes, sir.
Is there a target age group that you're working with youth at this organization?
Is there a target age group? No, there's not a target age group. Any age is welcome. 4 and up? 4 and up. Thank you. So we've seen younger than 4 there, so I wasn't quite sure.